Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Today is the beginning day of the Indonesian retreat. Are there many those who are new meditators who never practice Ānāpāna meditation? Others are those who have been practicing Ānāpāna meditation. However, whether beginners, whether those who have experience of practicing Ānāpāna meditation, today I will explain how to practice Ānāpāna meditation in a practical way. I believe all of you have read Sayadaw's book, Knowing and Seeing partially, especially Ānāpāna section. Almost all those who practice Ānāpāna meditation, they need to know how to prepare for their meditation. When we are going to practice meditation, we need calm mind. Calm mind. If we have calmness of mind, calm mind is ready for meditation practice. For that reason, we should develop calmness of the mind before we start mindfulness of breathing Ānāpāna meditation. If the mind is not calm, meditators cannot focus on the natural breath too. If the mind is active, you cannot focus, meditators cannot focus on the breath naturally too. So for that reason, before we start focus on the in-breath and out-breath, we need a good preparation. It is to make the mind calm first. First of all is how to sit, the way of sitting. We should sit on something soft cushion. The front one is a little bit low, the behind one is a little bit high. The way now here meditators are using. So when we are going to sit, we should sit a simple way. So we fold our leg and then one is back, one is front. Many foreigners, those who went to Pa'ak meditation center, what I noticed then, they used to sit half lotus or full lotus. It is not very suitable for developing concentration. That's why whenever they sat in that way, I suggested them to sit in a simple way. So fold your leg and then one is keep your leg, one is back, one is front in a simple way, and then keep your body straight and head straight. You should relax your body and mind too. So you should place your hand on your lap. So for about left and right, any way you can keep your hand. For those who want to place their hand on both of the knees, also can do too. But in the long run, placing the hand on the lap, it is better. However, along the way you are developing concentration, sometimes you can use either one or another. So when we sit down comfortably, keeping our body and head straight, relaxing our body and mind, if the mind is already calm, you can start focus on the in-breath and out-breath. If you notice your mind is not calm, you should develop calmness of the mind first. How to develop calmness of the mind? It is to radiate metta towards oneself first. So sit down comfortably, keeping your body and head straight, and then pay attention oneself. I believe you all want to be well and happy. Do you want to be well and happy? Yes. So wishing oneself to be well and happy, we pay attention oneself and radiate metta oneself. May I be well and happy. May I be well and happy steadily. When you radiate metta, you yourself, you need to radiate mindfully, wishing oneself to be well and happy. After radiating oneself for a while, you should pay attention to someone you respect. Female should be female respected person. Male should be male respected person. Wishing him or her to be well and happy, mindfully radiate metta towards that person. May she or may he be well and happy. May he or may she be well and happy. When we are going to develop calmness of the mind by radiating metta towards oneself or others, important thing is to radiate metta towards them or towards oneself mindfully. If you are radiating metta towards oneself or others and mindfully, you cannot develop calmness of the mind easily. So radiate metta towards oneself or others mindfully, wishing oneself or wishing them to be well and happy. If you mindfully radiate towards the one you respect, you will notice your mind will become calm within a short time. Many meditators, both beginners and those who are practicing Ānāpāna already for a long time, they used to ask one day, what is natural breath? Do you know what is natural breath? If you want to know what is natural breath, you need calmness of, you need calm mind. After radiating metta towards respected person mindfully, when you notice your mind becomes calm. When the mind is calm, your breathing becomes natural. So many meditators used to ask, how long do I need to radiate metta towards respected person? You need to radiate metta until you notice your mind becomes calm. How long do you need to take time is not easy to say for everybody. But if you are mindfully radiate metta towards respected person, you will notice, you will see your mind becomes calm within a short time. Those who want to radiate metta towards all the beings in general, also they can do too. So when you notice your mind is calm, aware of the breath around here. The breath will appear somewhere around here naturally. Important thing is to feel the breath somewhere around here. Wherever it is okay. If you feel somewhere the breath, focus the breath there. Buddha instructed us to focus in and out breath from where it is touching. Better to say, it is explained in the Visuddhimagga to focus the breath from where it is touching. So when the mind is calm and if you are aware of the breath around here, and if you feel the breath wherever, just focus on the breath there, noting in, noting out when you breathe in and when you breathe out. When you're breathing in, note in. When you're breathing out, note out, without following inside the body, outside the body. Let me give an example. Here, please look at me. Here, this is the place where the breath is touching. This is the breath. So when you breathe in, it touches here. And it passes through without missing the place, and it ends here. When you breathe out, it touches here, it passes through without missing the place, it ends here. This is the place where the breath is touching all the time. That's why you need to focus the breath from where it is touching. If we focus the breath from where it is touching, one thing we need to be careful. If we put much effort, we know more the touch. Instead of knowing the breath, we know more the touch. Because of knowing the touch, it changes into 4 elements meditation. You will feel hardness, tension, supporting, and it will make you feel discomfort feeling. That's why you need to focus on the breath from where it is touching, not the touch. Meditators used to put too much effort. What is the reason why they put too much effort? Can you give me an answer?
Bisa menjawabnya?
Why do they put too much effort? What did they say? Yes, because they want to attain jhana concentration. I will explain all of you. We humans are intelligent. We humans expect something, whatever we do. We want to be successful in whatever we do. Because of this reason, we become greedy. Because we want to be successful in our practice. For that reason, sometimes unknowingly, we put much effort because of our habit. I told all of you, this is our habit. Why? When we do worldly things, if we want to finish within a short time, how do? We put much effort. We spend more time. We want to finish quickly. But in the Dhamma, in the meditation practice, we can't do this way at all. Also, many meditators, because of practicing meditation, by focusing on the breath, for a certain period, many meditators, they encounter discomfort. They feel unpleasant feeling in their body, in their mind. What is the reason? Because of putting much effort. Meditation practice is for sukha, not for dukkha. If you experience dukkha along the way you are practicing, for sure, the way you are making an effort is not proper. Almost all the problem occurred because of putting much effort. For that reason, I always suggested for the beginners and those who don't know how to develop calmness of the mind and those who don't know what is a natural breath, to radiate metta towards oneself and others. It is a good preparation to start. Before you start Ānāpāna meditation, is to radiate metta. So every beginning of the sitting, good thing to do is to develop calmness of the mind by radiating metta towards oneself and others mindfully. So for the beginner, this instruction or this suggestion or explanation is good enough for them. How to start their Ānāpāna meditation. For those who had an intention to focus on the long and short breath, I need to suggest when to do. Only when you can focus on the in and out breath, maybe for 30 minutes or 40 minutes at a time. If you want to change long and short breath method, you can change. Before you can focus on the breath, in and out breath, well, you should not focus on the long and short breath. Actually, whether we focus on the long and short breath, on the long breath or short breath, Our breathing is changing all the time. Short breath to long breath to short breath. Only because meditators could not focus on the in and out breath simply for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, we don't instruct meditators to change focusing long and short breath. That's why for the beginner or those who could not focus well on the breath longer time, please don't think to focus on the long and short breath. Are there any meditators who are focusing on the long and short breath? Not yet, Bande, because we haven't practiced. For the beginner and those who are going to start tonight or tomorrow, these instructions will be enough for all of you. So instead of explaining furthermore about how to practice Ānāpāna meditation, I want all of you know what is the purpose of practicing meditation. Meditation practice is simply to say training of the mind. As you all know, when you are going to practice Ānāpāna meditation by focusing on one object from one place, how difficult to be with that object for a long time, even for 5 minutes continuously. When we are going to practice meditation by focusing an object, our mind wanders, taking this, taking that object again and again. How do you think such state of mind is beneficial for you, or such state of mind is dangerous for you?
Jadi ada,
maybe you may not give an answer. I need to say some more. Buddha said, untrained mind, I see no other single things, which is as dangerous as untrained mind. What did the Buddha said? I see no other single thing, which is as dangerous as untrained mind. Buddha also continued, I see no other single thing, which is as beneficial as trained mind. Because of encountering difficulty along the way you practice meditation, many meditators want to give up. But do remember the words of the Buddha. Buddha said, difficult to do is what is really beneficial for oneself. Easy to do is what is not really beneficial for oneself. What did the Buddha say? What is difficult? Difficult to do is what is really beneficial for oneself. Easy to do is what is not really beneficial for oneself. How easy watching television is. How easy listening music. Are you happy listening music? Are you happy watching television? Yes. It is very easy to do, but not beneficial. Is it easy to focus on the breath for 1 hour? No. How difficult it is. But it is really beneficial. And trained mind is very, very dangerous. I will make all of you know how dangerous they are. Along the way you are practicing mindfulness of breathing meditation or other meditation object. Your mind doesn't want to be with your meditation object. Your mind want to wander, your mind want to take this object, your mind want to take that object. A lot of activities and a lot of memories appear in your mind. Do you know, at the near that moment, in our mind appear different objects alternatively in the way they appear at the time you practice meditation. When we are free, if we are going to think, what type of object do we use to think about? Sensual objects or wholesome object? Can you give me an answer?
Bisa jawab?
We are born with craving. We live with craving. We die with craving. Let me repeat again. We born with craving. We live with craving. We die with craving. All the time between birth and death. Desiring this, desiring that, expecting this, expecting that. We spend a lot of our lifetime pursuing sensual pleasures. Because of this reason, most of the time, almost all the time, our mind is thinking about sensual pleasures. Sensual pleasures mean beautiful objects, beautiful sound, good smell, good taste, and good touch. Because of this reason, at the near-death moment, most of the objects that can appear at the near-death moment objects will not be wholesome objects. Taking a certain object at the near-death moment, we pass away. It will decide our destiny. As you know, how difficult to be with wholesome object even for 5 minutes. Now you all are healthy, strong. Now you all have mindfulness. At the near-death moment, you have no strength. You are seriously ill. How can you pay attention the object you want? How can you take the object you want at the near-death moment? Is it easy to choose the object, to take the object as you want at the near-death moment? No, not easy one.
Enggak ya, jadi tidak mudah.
That's why to be able to face our death, we need preparation. That preparation is to train the mind. Without preparing, it is impossible. It is very difficult to face our death. As you all know, all the people in the world, they all are preparing for their life, but not for their death. Since we were young, we educate to be an educated person. What is it for? To prepare for our life. We educate for our living. After we become an educated person, we make money, we make our living, we try our best to be what we want until we die. We spend a lot of our lifetime until we die, just by doing, just by preparing for our life. How do you think? Are there many those who are preparing for their death? Very, very few. Now, what you are going to do and what you are doing is preparing for your death. Just by practicing for a short time and by stopping for a long time, it is not easy to have trained mind. Training of the mind is what we have to do the whole life, whether we like, whether we dislike, because our mind leads our world. Let me repeat again. Whether you like, whether you dislike, whether you want to practice, whether you don't want to practice, you have mind, untrained mind. You need to train through practicing meditation. As I quote the words of the Buddha, difficult to do is what is really beneficial for oneself. Easy to do is what is difficult to do is what is really beneficial for oneself. Easy to do is what is not beneficial for oneself. Who are you? The one who like doing easy things, or the one who like doing difficult things? Who are you? So consider. We all think ourselves. We are those who want to do for the good of ourselves. Actually, we are not. Most of the people in the world, they are not doing for the good of themselves. That's why if we all want to be the one who want to really do for the benefit of ourselves, we need to do something what is really difficult but really beneficial. So diligently practice within these 3 months.
Jadi ya,
May you be able to develop concentration. May you be able to penetrate the Dhamma as they really are. May be the one who really want to do for the good of oneself. May you be able to make an end of suffering in this very life. Let's stop here.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Any questions? Any questions?